Two of the things I'm most passionate about is LeBron is overrated as hell and Kobe Bryant is underrated. And those two things to me, as you kind of alluded to, are connected.
All right, guys, thank you so much and welcome. This is Stephan Piscano with the Stephan Piscano Podcast. I had the great privilege and honor to interview Jay Scapinac, the content creator and founder of the YouTube channel Skapattack, which is one of the fastest growing channels in sports media. At the time this episode's going live, he has nearly 100,000 subscribers. He's a sports historian and in a very, very short period of time has really taken the sports media landscape by storm. We got to talk Kobe Bryant, LeBron James for nearly 2 hours. He gave us some tips from an entrepreneurial standpoint on how to grow a YouTube platform that I found extremely valuable, and I think you will too. So I'm going to play that interview in a moment. This is a good segue into some of the Kobe LeBron stuff, because I've seen LeBron shift the narrative so many times. Like, I always expect that's what's going to happen. It feels like he's walking into a unique situation he hasn't been in before his entire life, really, because he's been catered to even as a child and a teenager and so on, to where he's not going to be the star of stars. And I'll throw this at you. Knowing him being kind of a narcissist the way he appears to be, I would assume he wants a great farewell tour. Where is he going to get that farewell tour? Because it's not going to be with the Lakers, not how he wants it.
LeBron has been put in a very difficult situation by the Luka trade. And that's the thing where I was kind of excited when the trade was made, because I foresaw this end game coming, where LeBron has structured everything to be in LA and to finish his career in LA.
Yeah.
And lo and behold, the franchise has decided to move on from him. They were presented with an opportunity to get Luka and they took it. And then with the sale of the team now, Mark Walter comes in as the owner and he just doesn't have any positive feelings for LeBron at this point. I think in a perfect world, I think LeBron would have declined the player option. In terms of the Lakers, he would have declined the player option this summer and just left the franchise now and let them start building towards Luka. But you absolutely hit the nail on the head. LeBron is going to want some kind of a grandiose tour that's just about him. And the Lakers, not only is it about Luka, but they want it to be about winning. They don't want this disruption of these nightly LeBron antic tours for the next 2 years now, or at least for the entire next season. Like, they want to move on and try to capitalize around Luka Doncic and start winning and competing for championships. So I think LeBron, the writing is on the wall. LeBron is not going to retire at the end of this season, and I think he is not going to be a Laker next season. I think that much is obvious. So now the question shifts to, like you said, where? And I honestly, I don't have the crystal ball to see it. I have to be honest with you. He's either going to go to some, subpar team that he can just be the quote best player, jack up 20 shots a night, go to, these different arenas every night and have it be all about him. Or he's going to want to go try to compete for a championship. But none of these contenders that he has been linked to, such as like maybe a return to Cleveland or Dallas, they don't have the cap structure to fit him in. Yeah. So he's gonna have to take the vet minimum or the mid-level exception. Can you see a world where LeBron goes from making $55 million this year to like 3 or 4 next season? I don't see that.
No. And that goes back to the ego. And again, I feel like this is kind of, maybe other people would laugh at me saying that, but I feel like I'm being pro LeBron a little bit here, because I feel bad for him, because you can just feel how weak he is, right? Like, mentally weak. So if you had to, for your gut, what do you see LeBron doing then? I mean, obviously Cleveland makes the most sense, but Dan Gilbert's no fan. He doesn't want to help him roll it out.
I mean, like I said, Cleveland is arguably the best team in the Eastern Conference at this point. Boston has gutted their team, and they are going to be without Tatum for the entire year with the Achilles. And then who knows how he comes back thereafter. The Knicks are going to be there. The Pacers, who the representative of the East last year, like, they're without Halliburton now for the whole year. Because he ruptured his Achilles. So, I mean, you can make a really real case here that the Cleveland they won 64 games, second to only Oklahoma City this past season. So probably for the next year or two, they have this window and they have a roster that's already pretty loaded and stacked up. Like, I just don't think they have room for LeBron James. I think what makes the most sense would be Dallas, honestly.
Yeah. Yeah.
He can mentor another very, heralded blue chip caliber guy in Cooper Flag, and he can reteam with Kyrie and AD. He's got Jason Kidd there, who Kidd was an assistant coach, I believe, on the 2020 bubble Laker championship team. So that Dallas makes the most sense to me. It can't happen this year unless it's a buyout, and I don't think the Lakers are going to do that. So it would have to be next season in free agency. But again, like, looking at the structure of the book and their contracts, it's going to be some kind of a vet minimum for LeBron. So like he really has to dig deep and search his soul. I honestly, Stephan, have a gun to my head, I think his ego will be too big. I think he's probably going to end up in some lower tier team where he can just go and be the marquee show pony and just go about his little retirement tour and maybe take Bronny along with him.
I forgot about Bronny. Yeah. You know what my biggest fear with it is, Scav, honestly, is that he's going to survey the landscape, like you said, find out there's not a perfect fit, and he's just going to continue to hold the Lakers hostage, maybe take 25, 30 million, 40, something like that, because that's probably where he'll still get the most money, unless, like you said, the new ownership has some balls and they decide to stop playing this game with him that Jeannie Buss has been playing. And I think he's just going to continue to suck them dry and then have the media say what a great guy he is for only taking 37 million or whatever it is. I hope I'm wrong.
It will be interesting. Luka, because remember, Luka signed technically a 3-year, I think 165 million contract, but he's got a player option in year 3. So they're still working to kind of appease him and sell him on them. They have 2 guaranteed years to do it. So if LeBron is still, piggybacking around and kind of bringing them down and his opportunities at competing, I mean, that's a delicate tightrope that the Lakers are going to have to walk.